So I'm gonna flip it and see. Terrible. It says boo, you see? It's big dictionary on a pedestal. Could come in handy if someone tells you to look something up in your funkin' workouts. What do you want to look up? Boo. You look up boo in the dictionary. Weird, there's an entry for that word, but no definition. It's just a picture of... oh no. A picture of what? A picture of you! That was fun. What do I get here? All time increases your armor by 15 and your hot and cold resistance by 20. Interesting. Not gonna use it right now. One of those pre-assembled spice mixtures for cheaters. Jackasses. This ghostly librarian is glaring at you as if daring you to make a noise. Talk to her. Excuse me, but shh. Oh, sorry, was it shh? Okay, geez, this is good. I suppose it will do. Now, what was your question? I don't remember anymore. Doesn't matter, I've decided to just attack you. Can you help me with some library stuff? I was wondering how you died. Shh. I was wondering how you died. It's not too personal a question. I was caught in the crossfire in a library shootout. Whoa, what happened? A pair of ruffians got into a heated argument over the comparative merits of Anton Chekhov versus Henrik Ibsen, and when they started shooting, I attempted to step in and stop them. I simply want to buy gunfire in my library. It's far too loud. Ibsen versus Chekhov, huh? What was their point of contention? I don't recall the particulars. I just remember the Chekhov fans shouting, "Remember that gun I showed you in Act 1?" before opening fire. That noise was dreadful. That's your only objection? Noise? That's quite sufficient. I won't tolerate noise of any stripe and certainly not gunfire. I'll see what I can do. I'm thinking we could do like this silenter. You remember? You have no idea where to even start. What? Why is there a guy here? There's a guy lying here, trapped underneath a large book. You okay under there? No talking back there. Sorry. Jeez. Okay, how do I... New fancy... Turn it off. Investigate. Okay, I can't do anything. Take a closer look. Turns out to be a book about geology, bound in stone. It appears that each chapter is devoted to a different type of stone. It is printed in slabs of the stone in question. There isn't going to be easy to move. I got a lot of muscle. You managed to hit the book off the guy. Phew, thanks. But I never get out from under there. At least I know how the particular type of granite described in that one page. But how do you get trapped like that in the first place? Well, I work at the info desk in the visitor center, so in my breaks I like to research different kinds of info. You know, just in case anyone asks. I guess you never know when someone might ask you about rocks. Exactly. Oh man, I'm late getting back. Thanks again. Feel free to stop by my counter if you have any suggestions. Sure thing. Yeah. Guess we're done here. Investigate. Can you help me with some library stuff? Can you help me with some library stuff? Can you perhaps be more specific? I'm looking for some of that delicious paste. This paste is for book repairs, not for eating. Oh, please, no. Shucks. Okay. Library stuff. I'm looking for a book for a specific topic. I'm afraid our cat catalog is being reorganized. Someone sorted all the cards by call number instead of by title of author, which made it quite useless. You'll have to search this text manually. How do I get started? If you can find a book on a similar topic of what you're looking for, its call number will direct you to all the books on that topic. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what the hell. We still have not had this, like, request, you know? You don't know what these cans means, but you know they meant it 12 times. Okay, Gun Manor Art Gallery. Okay, we got some statues. Corpus Delicti. Cui bono. Quite the president. Okay. So, let's see. The painting is covered by a sheet. Remove it. B. Remove it. Boo. Wow. Okay, TS. A bunch of T's in a bunch of different typefaces. T's. Oh. Ats. This one is more avant-garde, I guess. Yes, maybe. Tats. You see? Mom's, dad's, beer. It's a list of statistics about the gallery. T's 8s. Ats 9. Tats 3. Stats 7. States 45. Statues 3. Statues 69,105. Fascinating. It's a list of all 45 states, including Colorado, Wyoming, and Utah. You wonder what will be next. Maybe it'll be Florida territory. Wait a minute. The stats plaque said there were only 3 statues in here. You peer closely at the statues until you find the one that you're pretty sure is just a guy covered in flour. Hey buddy, what are you doing? Look, I'm 95% certain you're a real person, not a statue. What are you up to? I'm a statue, go away. Okay, now I'm 99% certain. Go away. What's your name? Paul, go away. Hi Paul, I'm Fuzi. What are you doing? I'm pretending to be a statue so the ghost won't get me. Go away, you'll blow my cover. Okay, I'll see what I can do. See this guy? Paul. Yeah, you see? 3 statues. Fascinating. A list of boring laws from before the cows came home and everything got fun again. More laws, each one more complex and boring than the last. Smorgasbord of legalese and you're not hungry. Okay, what about this? Objection. What are you objecting to? Your face. Overruled. What's your problem anyway? It's legal stuff. You never understand. Oh yeah? Try me. Requires gun law. I don't know about that. Fine. What's the maximum legal caliber for a civilian handgun? 800. 800? Try again when you actually know anything about gun law or anything. Nuts. Was I close? Okay, lady? Try me. Okay, I don't know about gun law. You know, maybe I can get some information in the library. Looks like we got a mutterer. A mutterer? A ghost that mutters. Right, I figured. But is that more dangerous than regular ghosts or something? You know, it's just like classifying them. Okay. Let's go to the library. And what about this? So, do I get to shoot this one? Shh. Please, can I shoot this one? I don't know, your gun is pretty loud. I could just hit her with it. Okay. Do you know anything about gun law? Can you help me with some library stuff? Looking for a book on a specific topic. Okay. Investigate. I'm just a new electric floor lamp. I don't know if that does anything, you know, turning it on and off. That's weird. Okay. How about I look gun law? Gun law, a ceramic vehicle used to preserve fire. What? Look something else up. Ghost. The soul of spirit of a deceased person which remains after death due to some unfinished business, which is usually a real hassle to resolve. Well, heck, I could have told you that. Cow. Someone who sings to machinery for symphonies. What? Okay, that's really weird. Let's see. We got some things here. Moxie. Oh. They used Moxie. What else do we have here? Lockpicking expertise, dirty pocket, intimidating. This one. Just in case. Menacing moon. Good. What is this? Messy stripe of brightness on a dark background. Okay. Bottom edge of this frame looks thicker than the other edges. Maybe because she was laying on thick? Nothing here. We're just walking stupid. Guest rooms. This room is barred and therefore so are you from entering. Unbar it. The ghostly clerk runs or hovers quickly over to you. No dear, I'm sorry, but I can't let you do that. Why not? What's in there? A customer. He hasn't paid his bill, so I was forced to lock him in there until he does. I know that seems mean, but one has to take a firm hand with these things. How much does he owe you? 900 meat. How is he supposed to get the meat to pay you if you won't let him out? That's a fair question, dear, but on him that's afraid. Okay, oh well. Oh, this is the clerk, you see? Hello, dear, welcome to my little B&B. Would you care for a room? No thanks, I won't be staying for long, hopefully. Wait a minute, yes? What's B&B stand for? Boo and breakfast. Okay, yeah, that's what I was expecting. Why do you say your B&B? Isn't this isn't your house? Oh, I know, dear, but nobody was using these guest rooms and there were ghosts hovering around with nowhere to be, and I got feeling homesick from my little B&B I used to run when I was alive. So I thought Mrs. Gunn probably wouldn't mind. I see, fair enough. What happens to your eye? I was such a fool in accident. I had a guess. I was suspicious of a nervous, twitchy little man. I thought he might be mixed up in something bad. One evening, as I was passing by his room, I gave in to temptation and peeping on him through the keyhole. Did you see anything? Well, only for a moment. He was cleaning a small pistol, and I suppose I must have made a noise because he suddenly jumped and the gun went off. And it hit you. That's right. Straight through the keyhole. That's how I died, in fact. Gee, I'm sorry. Thank you, dear, but it's all right. Serves me right for spying on a guest, how I look at it. And when that's what's keeping you here, guilt? No, I think I paid quite sufficiently for that transgression. What then? I don't want to go to heaven missing an eye. It wouldn't be as nice without that perception. So you need a new eye? Yes. Do you think you can help me? I'll keep an eye on. I mean, I'll see what I can buy. Okay. It's like a turn it off. Turn it off. This door is locked. We're gonna pick the lock. Wait for the clerk to look the other way and quietly pick the lock. Okay, so this is a room. Table is stationary, but there's no stationery in it. Mirror on this vanity doesn't work. It's a nice landscape painting on the wall. Examine it. The painting of this countryside is nice, but there's nothing very interesting about it. It looks like the sort of thing you'd find hanging over the bed on a mid-price hotel room, or a bed and breakfast, come to think of it. It's just a little weird that it's hanging over a step ladder instead of the bed. Maybe the last occupant was a really short art aficionado. Take a closer look. Happy little trees. Bob Ross. Oh hey, according to the signature, this is an original Darius Clegg. Never heard of him. You know, now that you're looking closely at it, it seems like the painting is sticking out from the wall more than you would expect. Take it off the wall. Well, what do you know? There's another painting underneath it, a painting of a safe. This house must really be old if it's got a joke of this vintage. Examine this. It's a fairly realistic painting of a wall safe. It's captioned "Ceci ne passe un coffre-fort." Take it off the wall. You take the wall safe painting off the wall. Behind it is, of course, a wall safe. Of course. Examine this. And we require safe cracking for this. It's probably just 0451. Yep, it sure was. The safe swings open. It's empty apart from a rolled up poster of Rita Hayward. Swell. Determined not to have gone through all this nonsense for nothing, you carefully search the empty safe. Eventually there's a click and the back of the safe swings open, revealing a secret passage. I guess that explained the step ladder. Finally. Turning off the lights. Let me just search over here. You start to open the door, but the ghostly clerk swoops in and blocks your way. I can't let you go wandering there. Why not? What's in there? Tenant. They pay for the room and they seem rather a quiet private sort, so I won't have you disturb it. Okay. And you see, the weird thing is that there's no room number 3. Really seems like there'd be a door here. So we're gonna go over here. Okay, I'm guessing, yeah, we're in Ghost Manor, number 3. It's a sewing kit. So it is. Haha, yeah, good one. I'm glad you think so. The homophone nature of the sew and soul certainly is ripe for puns. Is that so? Yeah, very good, very funny. Listen, are you going to loot this container or what? Why so serious? Well, you're kind of driving the joke into the ground now and it's getting really tiresome. Not really tiresome, only sue. It just, come on, this will totally stop being funny. Is that so? Yes, it is. You're just messing with me. You just not want what isn't. I don't want it. I want it so bad. Look, Fussy, you're starting to get on my nerves now. So what? See, so what is that there is an item in there that you need for progression, and at this point I'm sorely tempted to not give it to you. So don't give it to me now. Oh god, just take it, okay? Take it and get the hell out of this script. You got an item. Elevator button. Thanks you so much. Just please, leave. The armoire is bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. Oh, like Narnia? Go through it. Whoa! We're inside the thing. Hello there. Are you here to laugh at me? Not at all. I wouldn't do that. No, of course you wouldn't. Nobody ever laughs. I never met a single person laugh in my entire career. That's a left turn I wasn't expecting. What was your career? I used to design gags and novelties, but I was terrible at my job. Couldn't come up with a single novel idea. This conversation seems oddly familiar. See, even my very presence isn't original. You're just being too hard on yourself. You're just, I bet you invented all kinds of good stuff. My best invention was fake vomit. It just looks like fake vomit, but surprise, it's real. That was the one that got me fired. So, how did you die? I was working on a new invention, an exploding cigar. I thought that would be pretty good. You light a cigar, it's fine for a second, but suddenly it goes off with a bang. And you jump in surprise and everybody laughs because you nearly had a heart attack. Funny, huh? Sure, I hit a snag in development though. What happened? Well, I figured I'd use gunpowder for the explosive, and you can buy it already packed into these little brass cartridges, so that seemed convenient. Do you mean bullets? My first test run was a real mess, I can tell you that. I can imagine. So anyway, now I'm a failure and I'm dead. Maybe I can help you out. What do you mean? Well, your initial idea was pretty funny, I guess. It's just your execution was the problem. My execution was the problem? Ha, you're a laugh riot. Maybe you could help me after all. Let's see if I can figure out anything for you. Okay. Turn it off. Box of science hooky dookies. And wardrobe. Okay, anything here? Room has a bed but no door. There's some candy. 9 out of 10 desks would be a bomb. We got sugar gums. You got an item, sugar pork balls. Turning off all the lights now. The proximity of the lamp makes this plant extra healthy. Can I go outside here? Okay, I did it. Leave that poor soul alone. Yeah, sorry. Okay, and over here, unburied. Okay, well, let's go over here. Well, we have the button, so we can do the thing now. You give the elevator operator the button you found, and she sticks it into the empty buttonhole on the elevator control panel. Hey, thanks a lot. You sure are helpful, Fuzzy. Well, howdy again, Fuzzy. Which floor? We're gonna go to the 3rd floor now. We are in the 3rd floor. And we're just walking stupid. Okay. Damn, this is a nice painting. Okay, talk about... I found something for you. Take the science junk. Nice. Holy cow, a counterclockwise phase inversion coil. I've been looking all over for one of these. Florence attaches one of the science doohickeys you gave her to the weird gun. New skill, science blast. Nice. We got like a turtle over here. Formidable tusks. Curious gaze. We got Mr. Gun, Mrs. Gun. The music room. Kids' rooms. He's all ears. Okay. Sunflower was enchanted to not need natural light, so now it's an unflower. Weird. Okay, let's go to Mrs. Gunn room. This door is locked and no earthly force can open it. Well, maybe a whole team of horses, but good luck getting them up the elevator. We're gonna knock. Who is it? Mrs. Gunn? I'm Fuzzy Barf. Are you with the ghost extermination people? Yes, ma'am. Florence Cunningham, Cunningham Ghost Annihilation Services. Fuzzy is my assistant. I mean, what? Who's the county licensed ghost hunter here? Me or you? Okay, fine. Have you been able to exterminate all the ghosts that still feel haunted? 13 of them left, according to the scanner. We're still working on it, ma'am. Don't worry, you can count on us. Alright, please let me know when you're finished. Will do, ma'am. Okay. Mr. Gunn. The sofa is tacky, both in terms of style and stuff that has been spilled on it. New fancy. Okay, turning off all the lights. There's a guy over here. The guy doesn't notice you approaching until you're right next to him. He yelps in surprise and drops his glass on the floor, then squints steadily at you. Then he takes a maraschino cherry from a bowl in the bar cart and throws it at your head. Hey, stop that. Haha, sorry, just making sure you're not one of them ghosts. He drops another cherry into a fresh glass and pours a lot of whiskey on top of it. Are you one of the most museum employees? Yep, that's me. What are you doing in here? Hiding, buddy. I don't know if maybe you didn't notice, but this house has ghosts in it. You don't say. Whole bunch of them, all over. So I don't know about you, but I'm staying right here, where it's nice and drunk. I mean safe. Wouldn't you rather get out of here? Nah, all the booze, that is booze. I'm really scared of when ghosts go boo, you know? They'll get me if I leave this room. There aren't any ghosts between this room and the exit. So you said. That's what you said, but they're ghosts. It could be anywhere. Except in here? Exactly. I'm leaving without a guarantee that those ghosts won't grab me on the way out. We could disguise you. We use the shower curtain, you see? Here, look. We'll use a white shower curtain to disguise you as a ghost. Then they won't bother you on your way out. That's a mighty fine idea, but he tosses back his drink and pours another. But eye holes, that curtain got no eye holes for my eyes. I won't be able to see, eh? I'm starting to think you don't actually want to leave. What gave you that idea? That it's terrible in here. Shoot some holes in the curtain. You narrow your eyes at him and blast some holes in the curtain with your pistol. Okay, geez, I get the picture. He grabs an armload of bottles from the car, pulls the shower curtain over his head, staggers through the door. Good. Guy's gone. Museum employee has drunk a lot of discarded content, but there's a few bottles left. We're gonna grab one. Manly's finest cotton candy schnapps. Okay, I don't know what the hell. Weird. If we're going to commission a painting of swords, you think you'd at least ask for nice swords. We're just walking stupid. A humidor full of cheap cigars. Grab one. You got an item. Cheap cigar. Grab another one. Grab another one. You got plenty of them at this point. From the smell of it, Mr. Gunn mostly burned garbage in this thing. Okay, I'm not sure about this room. Okay. Let's go in order. So, we got bowling. This poster is clear in its artistic intent, but not very imaginative. Okay, we're gonna reset this thing. Nothing happens. This is where the bowling balls would come off if this thing was working. This bowling stuff is extremely broken. It's not supposed to be flying around even a little bit. We're gonna fix it. Okay. A poltergeist. Will shoot all of your enemies for 11 damage. Do it. Okay, that was good. We're gonna just bug on this one. It's gone. Bowling ball hat. How good is this thing? 15 armor. No, I'm gonna keep this. Okay, we're gonna reset this. Oh, fight it again. Blast it. And just use this. Nice. A bowling shirt name tag. Okay, I'm guessing we can go over here. Oh good. Okay, good. The XR85 was complete trash. This is the XR86, you see? I don't think there's anything here except that we can do this over and over again, you see? Nice. Bowling championship rim. Okay, let's try one more time because we keep getting weird stuff, you know? Boom. Whiff! Interesting. There you go. Bowling ball chunk. Once again. And fight it. There you go. It's gone. Bowling ball chunk. Okay, we're good. So, we got the cigars. We got like a lamp here. Sickening, killing a helpless sofa and stuffing its carcass as a grisly trophy. I hope you never meet a live dog this big. This thing is kind of big, you know. One of the moose's eyes is loose. Pop it out. You got an item. Glass eye. This is the head of a teddy bear. They didn't even remove the tag. So many polyesters die just to decorate rooms like this. These antlers are made up of papier-mâché, apparently by someone who's never seen antlers before. Okay, a whole rack of bowling trophies. If there were billiard trophies, it'd be an easy one to make. There's a goblin head mounted like a trophy on the wall. This would be positively barbaric, enough for the fact that the goblin seems pretty okay with it. Boo, haha, pretty good I am to getting you, human. Ooh, wow, yes, very much to getting me, nice. What is it happening to you? Did Mrs. Gun hunting you and to cutting head off? No, Mr. Gun a good human in being, very friends. Inside one of his bowling bug balls, my sport to growing, only head wound. And Mr. Gun to finding me and hanging me up here to chatting with. A great guy. Well, weird. You can tell this is fake because this isn't floating around the room setting stuff on fire. This is just a photograph of a fish. Mr. Gunn was apparently really liberal with his definition of a trophy. This is Mr. Gunn.
On the dark roads of Montana, there's a shadow in the dirt. The whisper of a mountaineer in a ragged flannel shirt. He walks the stony hillsides with his mandolin in hand, but you'll never see his face around this long forgotten land.